Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad that you decided to test out a little laughter with us today. So some of you went to our lunch and learn, but we're going to start from the beginning, just in case you didn't. And basically, our number one rule in class is no new pain. Laughter is totally adaptable. So if you're sitting in your chair, you can do everything that way. If you want to get up and move around, give yourself a little space, then that's fine too. You can make this as active as you want to. So laughter wellness or laughter yoga is really simple. We laugh for no reason. And it's an exercise and we do it in a group. We make a lot of eye contact. It's different than other forms of yoga because it is a lot more social. And we try to use childlike playfulness. And you'll see what some of the little activities we do are. So I think of it as kindergarten for grown-ups. But what it does is gives our brain a little bit of space. Because we, tighten up and get shallow breathing when we're stressed. When we laugh and breathe and use our diaphragm, that's really the key to calming down our fight or flight sympathetic nervous system and moving on over to our parasympathetic, which gives us some space to, to relax, recharge, and to think more clearly and to give ourselves some personal, physical, and mental space so that we do better at everything. So, we call it laughter yoga because it combines two yogic breaths, which we're going to learn. That's basically it. And we get the same benefits whether we are actually laughing at something funny or not. So we laugh for no reason because we feel that laughter is too important to leave to chance, and everybody has a different sense of humor. So we do a lot of little exercises that may seem silly, but they keep us laughing. And they're actually, Dr. Kataria from India started this, and after lots and lots of research, he started it in 1995, but Norman Cousins had written a book on the anatomy of an illness, and there's been a lot of study about mind-body connection. So laughter has been proven to be really effective to reduce our stress, to give us all the happy hormones that we need to feel better. We get oxytocin, we get dopamine, we build serotonin in our belly when we laugh, and we reduce our cortisol and our stress hormones. So it's proven, it's easy, it's practiced worldwide in over 6,000 laughter clubs all over the world. So it's really simple, but the idea is that we should laugh a good 15 minutes a day to get the benefits. And we want to use deep breathing, and we don't want to leave it to chance. So that's basically it. Nobody's really going to laugh for 15 minutes. That would be really physically challenging. So when we say that, we mean doing the breathing, the clapping, and all the things that we do in this class. So like I said, our number one rule is we don't want to have any new pain. So modify any movements. If you can't go over your head, just do whatever's comfortable. And the other thing is that we like to stay in our right brain. So Janelle is going to be looking at the chat, but once we get going, I try to keep ourselves in our right brain so that we don't get our critical mind going, because we just want to let the laughter out. So we're going to start with a little bit of a warm up, and I'm going to get my music on here. And I did send out a little sheet, which we can make available to more about the history of laughter, but it's practiced all over the world. And we do so many similar exercises that you could basically go to another country and not know the language and still follow along, because the breathing is all the same. So we're going to try one little breath first before we start. And that is a variation of the Kapalabhati, or breath of fire, but we're doing it through our mouth. So it's really easy to smile when we do this one. And it's basically just ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. So you can try that. I don't see too many faces here, but you can try that. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Excellent. Okay. And that is the breath of fire, a laughter version of it. And we're also using our acupressure points. So we're doing that as well. We're using our palms and all our acupressure points to give us more pain relief and focus. And obviously we're getting endorphins when we do this workout as well. So we're going to start with a little bit of a warm up just to get our joints loosened up. Let's see if I can get my music on. And we're going to use the ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. So we're going to do a ho, ho, and you can say it to yourself, even though you're muted. And then we're going to do our stretching on the ha, ha, ha. So we're going to get our voice and our sounds and our joints a little bit warmed up here. So let me just get this on here. Okay. Sure, I have it right. Getting my volume straightened up. Now you might want to stand up for parts of this. So if you feel like standing, go ahead. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Now we're going to just kind of follow the leader here. Ho. Ha, ha, ha. Shoulders. Ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho. Ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho. Ha, ha, ha. We're going to circle. Look at our computer hand. Ho, ho. Ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho. Ha, ha, ha. Ho. We're going to work on our elbows. Ho. Big arms, ho, ho. Our shoulders a little. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, we're going to work on our toes for a minute. We're just going to point and flex and shake our knee. Point, flex, and shake your knee. Might want to hold on to something if you need to. Point and flex and shake your knee. Other side, point and flex and shake your knee. Point and flex and shake your knee. Okay. We're going to circle with our knees and we're going to make an ooh sound and warm up our voice. So it's going to be ooh. Again. Ooh. Other side. Ooh. And ooh. We're going to do that with our hips now. I will do an ah sound this time. Ah. And the other way. Ah. And a little bit on our ribs. Ooh. Another way. Okay, lace your fingers back. And we're going to very, very gently lift over our shoulder. One side. And other side. Good. And ear to ear, a little stretch. 2 times. Other side. Ear to ear. Good. Very gently circle our head. And other side. Okay, we're going to roll forward. And back. And we're going to keep going here. We're going to do a little side-to-side stretch. One side, the other. And the other. Good. And we're going to do a little bit of a plie. And twist over our left knee. And do a little bit of a stretch. And plie. And stretch out over the right knee. Little bit of a Tai Chi swing and shake it out. Little bit of a giggle. Okay, good job, good job. Okay, so let's take a little breath in, and we're gonna go over our main breath, which is our yoga breath. We've already done our clapping, which we need. We also do some childlike playful clapping, and we do a body cheer, which I call our kindergarten cheer. And so when we do an exercise, we're going to do two of after it. After an exercise, we'll do ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Keeps our diaphragm going throughout. And then we're going to do two of very good, yay. And if your shoulders won't do that, you can do very good, yay. And that puts our body in a positive position. Laughter yoga is all about sort of tricking your body into feeling better, because our body doesn't really know the difference between real and fake laughter. So if we laugh, if we do positive body positions, we start to feel better. We start to feel more positive. So the other main breath that we use, which most of you might know from yoga, would be the deep breath, the pranayama breath. So when we do that, we're going to just let some air out our mouth to make room. And then we're going to breathe in through our nose. And imagine that our belly is a big balloon that we're filling up. And then we gradually fill up our chest and all the way to our ribs. And then we hold it and we push it out our mouth. Okay, so let's just try that. Breathe in through your nose. Imagine your belly is a big balloon that you're filling up, and fill up your chest and your ribs. And hold it a minute and push it fully out your mouth. And you should feel your belly tightening up against your spine. And again, breathe at your own pace. Everyone's different. The bigger the breath, the bigger the belly laugh, but we also want to be comfortable. So be mindful of how you feel. Okay, so we are going to do one more little warm up, which is pumping up our smile. So we're going to take that breath, that ha, ha, ha breath. Imagine you just woke up and you're not ready to face the day. And look, all you have is the mirror. So we're going to look in the mirror, make eye contact with ourselves, and we got a couple of little air pumps, okay? And that ha, ha, ha breath is a great breath to use anytime you're stressed out, because it just works your diaphragm. And once you got your diaphragm working, you're dialing down that stress without even thinking about it. So that's why incorporating laughter into your daily routine is really great. So let's just pump up our smile, and I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to make room so I can see a little bit here. We got two air pumps, and we're going to do that ha, ha, ha. We're going to start, but we're going to start grumpy this time, okay? So we're going to start like looking in the mirror, and the first level will be ha, 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 very grumpy, and then we do ground, horizon, sky, and we let it go. We're going to do 3. So we start grumpy, then we'll get a little more pleasant, and then it's really going to work. Okay, so here we go. First one, grumpy faces, everybody. Wake up early, grumpy face. Ready, go. Ha, 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 ha. Let it out. Okay, now we're going to try it. We're a little, we're going to just give it a try. So a little bit more positive this time. Ready and go. Ha, ha, ha. Good job. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Woo! Okay, that's pretty good. All right, last one. Grand finale here. Ready and go. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Good. So now we do our ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And very good, yay. And very good, yay. Good job. Okay, so I think it's okay to unmute us, because it's nice to hear the laughter. And we're going to do a couple of easy, and that's a really good one to do. There's another variation of that, which I'll teach you. You're very, very stressed out at work or anywhere or driving. It's that breath, that quick little breath can just really get your diaphragm and your mind switched. So there's another one, pretty similar, where if something's really bothering you, if you just visualize it and imagine shaking it off with those breaths. So let's just do one of those. Imagine you have a very stressful situation or person and you just want to take a break. Give yourself some space. So it's just visualize it and imagine that you're shaking it off with that breath. And it's the same thing. We'll do 3 to the ground, 3 to the horizon, 3 to the sky, and let it go. And usually by 3 or 4 or 5 of those, you feel a little bit better. So we'll just do one practice. Ready and go. Imagine what it is you're shaking off. And here we go. Ready and go. Ha, 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 ha. I often do that with one hand when I'm driving, but it really does. Just getting that diaphragm working can really make a big difference. So because laughter is a right brain, we want to stay in our right brain. It is more difficult to laugh when our critical mind is working. And that's why we don't use jokes, because we get together in a group and we're all silly and we're kindergarten for grown-ups and it's great. So we're going to do a little exercise. We're going to clear out our critical mind. This is called mental floss. Okay. It's like dental floss. And we're just going to imagine that we're clearing it out of our brain. Okay. So ready and go. It's recyclable. Okay, so we're gonna grab it and we're gonna toss it along with our critical mind into the recycle bin. Ready and go. Okay, let's get rid of the excess. There's still a little blot in there. So ready and go. Good job. So ho, ho, ha, and very good. Very good. And very good. Good job. So I just wanted to let you know that after we do our 15 minutes of laughter, we do a little winding down, we do a little meditation, which is giggling. And then we do total body relaxation, a guided relaxation, which is really kind of when we get the rest of the benefits. So that's what's in store. Now that we know how to laugh for no reason, let's just laugh for no reason. And if you want to do this with a buddy or a friend, if they see you do that, they'll know you just need that release. And laughing, it's like, I don't know why I'm laughing. So it's like, so let's look at our screens because the eye contact's important. And let's just laugh for no reason. Ready?
Okay.
Go. Good job.
Very good.
Another one that's kind of like that, that's really a good one to have at work, is I made a mistake laughter. Because what do you do when you make a mistake? You know, it's like, let it go. So I made a mistake laughter, just like, oh, very good. So ho, 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 and very good. let's take a little breath in and remind me if, because I do this all day long, if you need a little extra breathing time, just put your hand up and I'll see you. But we're going to breathe in through our nose, fill up our tank and push it out. Woo. And fill up our tank again and push it out. So a good one that follows that, which you can also use in your workplace, is forgiveness laughter. And that's really, really easy. It's just like asking for forgiveness and the other person gives it back. So it's just like, let's try that part.
Okay.
Person will accept that, right? So they're like, oh. Good. So ho, ho. And very good.
Very good.
Yay!
And very
Very
good.
good. Very
Very
good.
good.
Yay!
So the good thing about laughter is that it is hard to be stressed or mad when you're laughing. They're kind of opposites. So it is really a really good thing to do when you are in a conflict situation, because it really does usually diffuse it. And I know that you've all had it's a tough week for a lot of you. And, I made up a laughter exercise that I really like about discomfort, because I listen to a Dharma talk every week, and it was a really good one about how discomfort is always going to be at our door. It comes and it goes. And, if we can accept it and welcome it and just drink it in, we're actually freeing ourselves, because we know that it's going to come again. So I made up a little one about when discomfort comes knocking at our door, whatever it is. And I've been using it a lot, and it really does seem to help. So it's gonna be knocking at our door, and we're gonna open the door with hey, and we're gonna greet it. I'm gonna go over the whole thing first. We're gonna greet it like, oh, it's you again. Yeah. And let it in. And then we're gonna do a little laughter drink. We're gonna share a little laughter smoothie. So the way we do that is we pour it 3 times. We go a, and then we're gonna have a little with a giggle. We're gonna offer a little bit to the discomfort. And we're gonna welcome it in. Yeah, I know you. You're back again. And then we're just gonna let it go and close the door. Okay, knowing that it'll be back, but I've been doing that a lot. I've been going, hello, disappointment. It's you again. Okay, because the world is crazy and the news changes every day, and it's like, just roll it. But actually, when we can be in harmony with our discontent, we're ahead of the game. So ready? Let's try that one. Okay, ready, and we'll start with it. And here we go. Oh, it's still there. Well, we'll try one more. Throw it at him this time. Until next time. So, ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha. Very good.
Very good. Very good.
Yay.
Yay!
Very good.
Very good.
Yay. Good job. So let's take a little breath in. Fill up our tank again and push it out our mouth. And another breath in. And Okay, so I don't know, those of you who, I think we did this at our lunch and learn, but cell phone laughter is a really good one because you can use your real cell phone if you need to get out of a situation and just pretend you heard the funniest joke in the world. Or we can do an imaginary one on our Zoom screen. But the important thing about laughter, cell phone laughter, is if you have a laughter buddy, you know, a friend or an office mate, and you're just having a terrible time or a terrible day, you just call that person and you train each other. As soon as that someone hears me laughing, we just laugh for 2 minutes. We don't have to talk about what it is. We can just totally stay in our right brain and just laugh it off. So it's really good if you can have someone in your family or someone on your staff to just be your laughter buddy, because once you're in the club here, then you'll know how to do this. So we're going to imagine that we just heard the funniest joke on the other end of our phone. Okay. So, because this is worldwide, we don't use our cell phones or our flip phones. We do the old fashioned way because this is how we do it all over the world. So if you went to China, you could still be doing the same exercise, or Malaysia, or wherever. I get people coming from all over to my little group. So let's just try it. So ready and go. Funniest joke you've ever heard. Okay, good job. So we can also share them. Let's see if I can see everybody out here. Yeah, we can share them if we want. Let's see if we can share them with each other. Okay, ready? Just put your ear to the phone and share it with somebody else. Ready, go. Good job. So, ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, 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 ha, 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 ha. And
Very good. Very good. Yay.
very good. Very good. Okay, so everybody, your homework is to get a laughter buddy at work or somewhere so that you have that as a little escape valve when you need that laugh. Okay. We're gonna, if you'd like to stand up a little, we're gonna do just a couple of little movements. I'm not playing that much music today, but when we do that ho ho ha ha breath, if you need to get your diaphragm working, it's the best way to just get into that state where you can relax yourself. So if you don't have anyone to laugh with, or you can't think of any exercises, put on your favorite music, and anything with a 1 2 1 2 3 beat, you can dance it out. Ho ho ha 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 ho ho. Dance through the whole 3 or 5 minute song, and you will breathe enough to really make yourself feel a lot better. So remember to do that, even if it's with your headphones. You don't always have to be doing improv and exercises. It's just the breathing. So sometimes we do more dancing than other times. So we're going to stand up and we're going to imagine we're going to the snow because there's so much snow right now. I'm going to scoot back a little here. All right, you can still stay in your seat if you want, but we're just going to go do a little penguin walk. So imagine that we're in the snow and we're going to walk like snow penguins. Okay, so we're going to put our hands out flat. We're going to bend our hands and we're going to have our feet and we're going to do a little penguin walk. And when we do that, we're going to giggle. So we're laughing penguins. Okay, so ready? Here we go. Ready? Like, remember like those little wind up toys? Ready and go. Two more times. Ready? Very good. Very good. Yay! Very good. Yay! Okay, good job. I told you this was kindergarten for grown-ups. All right, so take a little breath in and push it out. Good. Little breath in again. And And push it out. And for our last one, I think before we do our giggling meditation, we're right in the middle of the snow. Let's have a naughty little snowball fight. Okay, we're gonna grab a bunch of snow and we're gonna throw it at each other. When we throw it, it makes us laugh. When it lands on us, it's cool to make us laugh. This is your time to shine your improv skills, okay? Here we go. Ready, grab it, and snowball fight. Go. Very
Very
good.
good. Very good. Yay.
Very good. Very good.
Yay.
Good job. So let's take a nice filling up our tank breath and let it out. Woo. Let's breathe it in and let it out. Woo. Good. So now we're getting to the fun part of our giggle meditation or laughter meditation, where we're just going to use that eye contact and that social connection and that contagious part of laughter. And for we might just try 1 minute for this class because it's a new class. We usually get up to 2 or 3 minutes, but let's just try 1 minute. I'm just going to put my timer on, and we're going to just breathe and laugh. And I'm going to start you out with silent laughter because that's the easiest one. And we can try for 1 to 2 minutes. If you get tired, just take a break and breathe and laugh at your own pace. But what we're going to do is we're just going to look at each other and let the laughter out. It's very cathartic. And use your body, let it out any way you want. But we're going to start because it's a little easier to do silent laughter because that helps you move your body. So in silent laughter, we're not making any sound. So for the first minute or so of this, we're just going to be silent, and it's going to be like no sound. We're just going to laugh and we're going to use our body. And we're going to look at other people on the screen, okay? And I'm going to set the timer and we'll see if we can go a minute or a minute and a half. And then when you feel like it, pretty soon it won't be silent because you will mess up and the noises will come out. So then let the noises out. But it's, and laugh at your own pace. You might not be a ginormous giggler. That's okay. Just whatever is comfortable, no pressure, especially on Zoom, because it's just so easy to just be hiding on Zoom if you want. And that's cool. Okay, so ready? And okay, you guys, you did a minute. That was great. We can probably do more next time. Let's just take a little breath in. But I see that we need to do a couple more things during our class time here. So let's take a little breath in and a little breath out. Breath in, breath out. Yes, you can do that as long as you want. I mean, a few minutes is sufficient, but and then you may feel like laughter balances us. I feel like it is an adaptogen. And so you sort of get what you want. If you need more energy or if you need to relax, you sort of get the benefits. But because we're letting everything out in this cathartic laugh, we do sometimes feel that other things, because we've we've let our breathing kind of relax and things come out that maybe weren't on our mind, that were maybe in our subconscious. So just be aware, you may think of some things that are not so comfortable, and that's fine. Just be aware of it and just watch. And we're going to do some watching of our body when we relax. I don't think I have time to put my my music on for our winding down, but because we do let other feelings out in our laughter, we do a grounding dance. So you can stand up a little bit for this, or you can do it in your chair. But we're basically going to do our ho ho, and then ha.
Ha ha ha.
Okay. So we can mute ourselves for this, but you can just be in your own little zone here, and you can do it in your chair or you can dance it, and it's just going to be a little bit of grounding. Okay. So we're just going to do ho.
Ha. Ha.
Ha.
Ha.
Ho.
Ha.
Ha. Ha. Good. Ha. Ha. And you can turn that into a little dance if you have music, if you want to. We can also just do some humming to unwind. So let's just do one. Let's just do a little bee hum to keep unwinding, because I'm working with the time that we have, and we want to do our relaxing. So let's just do a little, couple of little, just do a. Make it a little. Let all your breath out. So those are a couple of ways you can modify your laughing and your clapping and your breathing to keep yourself going. And now we're just going to imagine that we're in our very favorite place that we want to relax. It might be at the beach, it might be in the forest, it might be in a comfortable room, wherever it is that you are most comfortable. And plant your feet on the ground as a reminder that that's where we get our strength. And we're going to just imagine that we have this lovely laughter light that we have glowing inside of us from all our breathing and laughing. And just imagine that little flame warming your whole body, and start with your feet and your toes, and just let that warmth carry up the balls of your feet to your ankles. And as you feel that warmth, just sort of scan your body and be aware of how every part feels. Just be aware, nothing important, just move up your legs, your calves, your knees, your thighs, all the way up to your buttocks, and sink down in your chair and let your spine just relax, and let your belly and your organs and your chest relax. Let your shoulders gently drop. Relax your arms from your shoulders to your elbows, to your forearms, to your hands and fingers. Just be aware of any part that feels more tense or more relaxed after your laughter. Imagine your arms and your legs are just soft, relaxed noodles floating in a bowl of soup with nowhere to go, no place to be. And move to your throat that's been so busy laughing. And let your throat relax and soften. Let your face, let your gums and your teeth and your lips and your cheeks, your eyes, your eyeballs, your eyebrows, your forehead, just let your face become a big squishy marshmallow, just totally relaxed. And imagine at the very top of your head, there's a zipper. And we're gonna unzip that, and we're gonna let all our thoughts, just for this moment, just float away into space. And just imagine how peaceful it can be when our body and our mind is relaxed at the same time. With no place to go right now, no place to be, Nothing to worry about in the past or the present or the future. But stay in the present and just be aware of your thoughts that might come and go. And we're just going to take a moment before we do our final meditation. Just take some breaths in and out. And as we do, we'll do this longer as we keep doing classes, but I'm going to be quiet and just let you take a few breaths by yourself and just enjoy the peace of body and mind relaxing. And I'm going to do my little bowl so that we can start. We're going to do this longer in the future for our classes, but just imagine now that you're sitting in a room with everyone in the world, and your laughter light is just shining out as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, you spread that flame of joy and laughter. And try to open your heart and say with your whole heart to the whole world, may you be safe from inner and outer harm. May you be free from guilt, shame, and hatred. May you enjoy physical and mental well-being. May you live with an ease of an open heart. And may you be awakened to your true nature, which is an inexhaustible source of love, compassion, and wisdom. Let's take a big breath in. And as we exhale, begin to wake up your toes and your legs, and your hips and your thighs and your chest and your arms. Good job. Good job, everyone. We'll do a little longer meditation in the future, but I hope that this sends you off to enjoy your week. And we're going to do our little ending. Let's see if we can see everybody on the screen. We, instead of Namaste, we usually start and end with Hamaste, which is I honor the joy in you. Okay, and we've all practiced that. So let's end with a little Hamaste. Let's look each other in the eyes and You've been a great class, everybody, and I hope to see you back. And we always have new exercises, and we'll do a little more meditating next time. You did a great job. So let's give ourselves a very good, yay!
Yay!